Okay, so we are recording. We are recording. Oh, this is time and date, time and date. So, hello, my name is Talon Godfrey. I'm a real gang stalking victim. I'm a real targeted individual. And gang stalking had nothing to do with religion or spirituality. Gang stalking had nothing to do with the supernatural, the paranormal, the metaphysical. Gang stalking had nothing to do with no stupid new age, bibbity bobbity boo, Disney, Harry Potter, hocus pocus crap. Gang stalking had nothing to do with no astral projection, psychic ability, monitoring spirits, or that stupid thing called the chosen one. Gang stalking had nothing to do with narcissism. Anybody who says otherwise is a willing propagandist involved in a psychological operation campaign to get the real gang stalking victim in trouble. Like these fakes. Now, always going to keep promoting the fakes so you can see how the fakes act. I've been talking about gang stalking for like over a decade now, and I don't have no money. I'm on these people's computers. I'm at the Octavia lab using these people's free computers to make these videos because I don't got no money. If you talk about gang stalking through a legal and scientific lens that pissed off the establishment that put you into the program in the first place, you ain't gonna make no money. Free cash fucked up my money. Free cash effed up my money. You ain't gonna make no money. So when you have these people like here, Stephanie the Seeker, she's being monetized, by the way. You ain't gonna be monetized. You ain't gonna make no real money doing this. I'm sorry, but it's true. Doesn't matter how many subscribers you have, you ain't gonna make no real money. Gang stalker, this fake gang stalking victim, Stephanie the Seeker, it's more than a rigged system. Why the targeted individuals aren't seen just right now? It's because of people like her are lying. Well, because of people like her lying. Is she monetized? Now, this video is not monetized, but I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. I'm always going to point out these fakes, just like Terry Joe Jr. back in the early 20s, back in the early 2020s. Okay, watch my videos about Terry Joe Jr. constantly lying about this gang stalking. So anyway, she has a she's gonna have a nonprofit. She's gonna have a nonprofit, but she also is gonna say in this video that her videos is not for professional, legal, or medical help. Where is it at? Okay, of course she has a cash app. You can have a cash app if you're a gang stalker victim. You ain't gonna get paid. Okay, you ain't gonna make no money. You ain't gonna make no money. Where's this crap at?
This little light of
See, she's
mine
monetized.
has
You can see
been
it. She's monetized. They try to cancel me so many times, it's not even funny. Thank God when I was dealing with me being flagged, I had to deal with a human. And so many times that I deal with humans and I showed this person talked about the same stuff. This person's channel ain't being messed with. Why is my channel being messed with? And it removed a good chunk of the flags that I received. Okay. But of course, we're going to talk about power structure, the occult, gang stalking. None of this stuff has anything to do with gang stalking. Gang stalking is basically COINTELPRO plus direct energy weapons and mind control technology of some way, shape, and form, whether it's smart dust, nanotech, direct energy weapons, mind control. Who knows how they do it? Only the people who are involved in the gang stalking, who control the gang stalking, knows how this works. Ain't no freaking witch gang stalking you, by the way. But I'm trying to find her video that proves that her content is not meant for professional legal and medical help. But she has a nonprofit. And like I said, and so many people over decades that YouTube been existing, a lot of these fake gang stalking victims, they get their information for free on the internet, for free. Popular Mechanics Magazine, Psychoelectronic Weapons Series. Gang stalking is also called by Dr. Robert Duncan informational warfare technology. Dr. Robert Duncan changed gang stalking to informational warfare technology. Gang stalking is also known as total individual control technology. There's so many words for gang stalking, it's not even funny, but we're all experiencing the same shit. And no witch, no warlock, no Harry Potter, Disney hocus pocus crap is involved. And here it
to
is.
all of you. It is great
See,
to see
see,
you.
see, just phony. And I'm not cyberbullying, not cyber harassing, not cyber stalking this chick. I can care less about this woman. I'm just trying to prove to you that she's a freaking liar. And she has every right to make any type of content she wants to. But the reason why us gang stalking victims are not being believed is because of her. She is a psyop. She's the one mixing gang stalking with religion and spirituality. I can't find her. I can't find it. So you're not gonna see no upside down pentagram on my stuff. You're not gonna find it. But like I said before, I'm pointing this out. That Stephanie the Secret will take other people's content and just totally steer it like she does with this dude's video, Dr. John Paul. And see, talk about the chosen one. Talk about the chosen one. I've been telling people for years there is no chosen one. You were put in this program because you're an easy target of convenience and opportunity. That is it. And now we're learning about those missing scientists that have been hit with these direct energy weapons. Their words, not mine. Um, it doesn't matter how much money you have, they're gonna put you in the program. They're just gonna put you in the program. Talk about a chosen one, destined for greatness with the power of God. You're gonna get effed up. You're gonna get see another chosen one
I
content.
don't
I'm gonna
even
keep
think I was
see
at
and
risk
she
of shingles.
monetized again. Monetized. Disclaimer. I am not a psychologist nor a biblical scholar. This information is presented in my video based on lived experience as a lady. Okay. Okay. You can see right here. She has a nonprofit, but she has these modifiers. She has these she flagging, she hedging her bets. You see, some from a credible source, but she has a nonprofit. But the system is always promoting these fakes. Now here is we're dealing with the quartering. Now this quartering.
Here's some of the tweets. We're going to go through all of them.
Now listen.
These F
This dude named the Quartering had people who was working on his behalf at YouTube. And this dude named the Quartering, if you pissed off this dude, he was going to delete your channel. And he done it multiple times. These fake gang stalking victims have friends at YouTube or they're part of some type of agency, probably some type of acting agency to protect them and have YouTube promote their dumb videos. Their content.
effing leeches forgot about the fact that I cut my teeth in the most ruthless time that ever existed on YouTube. They think I won't roll around in the mud with them because I've let it ride for a few weeks. I'm sorry to say they've mistaken Mike. All I know is that it looked like he was having a meltdown on X, which he did. And of course, mentioned that he was going to get channels taken down again, which we know can happen based on past actions. Last week, he got a bunch of channels in trouble. A couple of strikes went out. 2 channels went down, being Warski's and the Kino Casino Clips channel, and they went down exactly as he said they would go down, and then said he didn't do it after saying he was going to do it, and then showed some flagging report histories from a couple of channels, but didn't show the ones from the channel that.
So, anyways, you get it. So, some of these people have a straight pipeline to the people at YouTube, and they can just disappear your front channel, flag your channel. It's crazy, and that's what's going on with these fake gang stalking victims. Okay. So anyway, so gang stalking had nothing to do with narcissism. Okay. See, these people just come from other the Buzzman cave. They just come onto the gang stalking tag and the dirty up the whale, spiritual paparazzi. No. So here's another one mixing gang stalking with narcissism. And this is his videos, and he just and we do the podcast. Okay, look, see, narcissism, mixing gang stalk with narcissism. Now let's see to this dude's oldest content. See, he was making 15 views, 15 views, 15 views. So when did he start blowing up? Probably when he started talking about gang stalking, because that's how they do it. That's how they do it. Hold on. Hold on, I'm gonna stop the camera. Because usually they don't get no views and then they start talking about gang stalking and then they blow up because they're a propaganda agent. Okay, everybody. Okay, so back, let's do time and date. Time and date refresh. Time and date. Okay. So I'm gonna minimize this and let's see if I go back. You see, like I told you, this is all they do. This all they do. They ain't get no views. They ain't get no views a couple months ago. But then they started talking about gang stalking and they get more views relatively speaking to what they were getting earlier. And it's always like that. It's always like that. Either they pay off an influencer that's got they're not got Mr. Beast subscribers, but they getting some views and then they talk about gang stalking or they astroturf somebody off the street who ain't getting no views, tell them to talk about gang stalking and then they promote their channel and the channel go live. Like you talking about everything but gang stalking for the most part. 12 views. 27 views. But now we can go to latest gang stalking, gang stalking, gang stalking, gang stalking. You see, this is like a freaking powder. And you watch my channel, you can see these fake gang stalking victims like Mr. Buzzman, Stephanie the Seeker. Who is this woman right here?
I have a variety of
This
viewers.
woman right here. Same thing with this woman. If nobody was watching her stuff, but as soon nobody, no, that's not true. Nobody was really watching her stuff. Maybe she got rid of it. But then, as soon as she started talking about gang stalking, then she gets more views. As soon as, it's same stuff there. Got rid of some shit. 12,000 views, dude. And a lot of the stuff that's dealing with gang stalking is just that it's not that popular anyways. See, narcissism, doing the hand, the extended part to the temple.
Good evening. The time is now 5:28. The first session is in 2 minutes. So we can start packing up.
Get really sick and tired. So same thing with this dude right here. Same
If you'd
thing with
like to
this
be booked
dude.
for the second session, please come and speak with us at the kiosk.
Okay, let's go to oldest. 5 years ago, 4 years ago. This dude 4 years ago disappeared. Okay, disappeared for a while, 4 years, and then started talking about gang stalking 4 years ago. 4 years ago. Then went on the narcissistic bull crap for the longest time, just talking about narcissism. When did he start talking about gang stalking after this one disappearance that he had 4 years ago? Okay. You see? Now he want to talk about gang stalking. Gang stalking 6 months ago. Gang stalking 6 months ago. 41,000 views. Didn't get anywhere near that for years. 4 years. And now you see what I'm talking. You see what I'm talking about? These are fake gang stalking victims. These people are being astroturfed. And
I
you know
wake
I
up
don't like
this
this
morning.
dude right here. And you know I don't like it because we all know he's being astroturfed. So they love the BS, dude. They love the BS. They love it. Gang stalking and narcissists, gang stalking and witchcraft, gang stalking and witchcraft. Does this look like witchcraft from Popular Mechanics magazine to you? No, but he gonna do what he want to do. These are all fake gang stalking victims. That's the way it is. So just be careful of these fakes. Because the fakes, I don't know who, maybe it's some other third party that they're not tied into, but it's promoting, the longer the fake gang stalking victims are promoting the message, the narrative. Does this stuff have something to do with religion or spirituality? It doesn't. Or does gang stalking have something to do with narcissism? It doesn't. Clearly, and stuff that Jesse Beltran, My Nexus Live, Jesse Beltran, My Nexus Live, Band Video, or Sabrina Wallace been talking about the Internet of Bodies, the Internet of Things, the nanotechnology, the smart drugs technology, um, the direct energy weapons. As you can see here, clearly it had nothing to do with no freaking witchcraft. Okay, so just be careful about that crap, dude. Anyway, so let's get to the topic of the video. So here, this woman right here.
I found out that I was being physically surveilled.
No, there was a real gang stalking victim. Let me see. Maybe I shouldn't point him out in this video because he's one of the few people that actually talks about gang stalking. I prefer him to keep making videos, but he knows who he is. He knows who he is, and I do appreciate him very much. And like I said, for this missing scientist, now it's like up to 11 missing scientists and some dude who did security at a lab. So there's like 11 missing scientists and some dude who did security or he was a janitor at a lab. Then you got David Wilcock, his suicide, allegedly. I think it was murdered more, but more or less, I think he was murdered. Other than that, I know a whole bunch of people ain't talking about it. Like the conspiracy theorists, they're not talking about that. They're not talking about David Wilcock. I think Mike Adams talked about David Wilcock's death, and that's it. I'm still waiting for a call for whatever, a call for whatever, and Alex Jones to talk about this. But, I don't think they'll talk about it. That's a shame. Okay, let's watch a little bit of this video and then we cut it off.
By the following method. My ex-boyfriend and I realized that people had been breaking into our apartment while we were gone together in the same vehicle. And so like I'm in the apartment, I'm about to go to work, and I'm like, why don't you take out the trash and scope out the parking lot and make sure it's okay before I go to work? So he goes out there and he's like, there's this weird fucking Lexus. It's like a silver Lexus. This is a shitty apartment. Like, why is there really nice Lexus in the parking lot?
So I'm being
And it has tinted windows that are not street legal.
Every time.
Like just totally dark, totally black tinted windows that are not possibly street legal. And so he comes back in and we're standing in our bedroom window looking at the Lexus and talking about it. And I say out loud, maybe we should walk over there later and take a picture of the license plate. Because the Lexus is across the parking lot from us, but it's backed in, so you can't see the license plate. Within 2 minutes of me saying, hey, we should walk over there later and take a picture of the license plate, we were still standing there at the window looking at it, talking about it. And an Eastern European.
See, but that's the weird stuff is she didn't take her camera and filmed it. She didn't take her camera and filmed it. I'm pretty sure if they realized that she was filming it, they would hacked her camera and deleted her camera's hard drive. Or while she was filming, they look. This is my personal experience with this, and I'm not a scientist, as you know that. But here's a phone, right? In my personal experience as a gang stalking victim, I was recording these stupid street theater harassing campaign people, these perps doing the street theater harassment campaign against me. Not only they can shut off your camera, but they can shut off your camera's app. Okay? Now, Popular Mechanics magazine says that they can mess with your arm, so they can control your limbs independently of you, and they can try to make you, and they will try to make you destroy your own camera. How did this camera get cracked? They will make you drop your own freaking camera. And my little dumb butt should have took the money and bought a security screen protector, and I should have protected my freaking screen. But I used to buy, when the 99-cent store was open, I used to buy the phone, a flexible phone holding bracket. Flexible phone holding bracket. I see, yes, like one of these, basically. We do images. Yeah, but this is the stuff that I used to buy at the 99-cent only store. Here it is. This is the one I used to get from the 99-cent only store back in the day. Right here. And you know how crazy how this went up in price? You can used to get this for like $2.99 at the 99-cent only store back in the day. Now this is like $5, $7, depending on who's doing it and like who's selling it to you on Amazon and Temu. Yeah. I wish they sell these at the Dollar Tree, but no. We can't have good things. Well, me, for some strange reason, can't have good things. But I used to constantly buy these. And you have to be careful because these are made cheap. And this little thing right here holding the camera, holding your phone, will break the little knob that's connected to the device that goes around your neck. That thing will just fall off. So your camera would break because the thing will detach itself from the little wire just around your neck. But I used to have to buy that to protect my cameras, to protect my phones. So this woman's case would have been more believable. I know, well, she's dead anyway, but so that, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful to the dead, but if she just filmed this dude harassing her, because if you go to my channel, and I'm not like, you go to my channel, I'll film these people, dude. I'll film these people. I do not care. You don't have a right to privacy to treat me like shit. And I'm gonna start filming more people. I'm gonna start filming more people. I'm getting spyglasses. I'm gonna be filming everybody. I don't care. Filming everybody. See, I wish I filmed me being hit with all that puddle, nasty water from that puddle right here. And be filming everybody. They used to bother me at the Santa Monica Pier, you know, when I'm protesting. Filming everybody, dude. Film everybody. I don't care. Homeless people come up to me, or people who pretending to be homeless and crazy. I'm filming everybody. I don't care. I do not care. Filming everybody. See, look at that. Look at my camera. Look at my phone right there. See, there's another phone that got screen cracked. But that's what they do to you, man. And sometimes they will mess up your update on your phone, and your phone's update will not work, and then your phone turns into a brick. That's what happened to one of my phones. My phone turned into a brick, and I didn't get a chance to clean off the phone's hard drive. So everything that was on that phone is gone. And then I lost the passcode, so I got to talk to Motorola to reset everything. So, you know, yeah, it just sucks, dude. It just sucks. And then you get suspended from Santa Monica College because you told too much truth. Okay, anyway, it's just the way it is. It's the way it is. Just like the song says, it's just the way it is. Okay, let's go back to that person. Oh, hold on. Let's see if we can find that one woman who also was murdered, but she was complaining that people were breaking into her house. Oh, I forgot her name. Oh, I forgot her name. Just hang on for a second. She worked for Big Pharma before COVID, and then she tried to tell the truth, and then she was murdered. Just hang on for a second. Let's go to oldest first. See that Terry Joel Jr.? Okay, there she is, right there, Brandy Vaughan. She was complaining the same stuff that this other woman was
It was
talking
on
about.
here, on top of the dog cage, holding the towel to cover it up at night for the dogs. So it was taken off of here, and there's really no way it could have fallen because, I mean, it's actually really heavy.
Okay, so same stuff as Brandy Vaughan. Same stuff. You got people trying to tell the truth about stuff,
I
and then
found
they
out
get
that I was
murdered.
being physically surveilled. He comes back in and we're standing in our bedroom window looking at the Lexus and talking about it. And I say out loud, maybe we should walk over there later and take a picture of the license plate. Because the Lexus is across the parking lot from us, but it's backed in, so you can't see the license plate. Within 2 minutes of me saying, hey, we should walk over there later and take a picture of the license plate, we were still standing there at the window looking at it, talking about it. And an Eastern European looking motherfucker with a black beanie, dressed all in black, in his 50s or 60s, walked out of the apartment directly across from ours holding a license plate. And he opened the trunk of the Lexus and he took out some tools and he changed the license plate right in front of our fucking
You should have recorded it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm
faces.
saying.
And then he walked back to his apartment and he put the old license plate on the front patio and went inside, left it outside. And it was literally like, come get the license plate. I have more. I have more where this came from. Come get the license plate.
She should have recorded it.
And then after that, the Lexus started tailing me. And every time I saw the Lexus, it had a different license plate.
She should have recorded it. Now, you have a dude named Brian 2. Where's Brian 2's channel? Okay. Now, this dude has been talking about this for a while. And I know a lot of the stuff that he says is kind of weird, but he talked more truth about this gang stalking than any of the previous people that I showed you. He talked about when people start tailing you, instead of going straight, do a square. Do circles or squares, okay? And it'd be pretty clear if this person is really telling you if you going and you make a right, and then you made a right, then you made a right, then you made a right, then you made a right. You know, it'd be pretty easy. But then again, I'm on Metro, but he was talking about if you're being tailed, just keep making right hand turns, and then it'd be pretty easy if this person is following you. Then what you need to do is go to a public place, but you need to go to like a Target or something and buy a freaking phone and start recording these people. I don't know what you gotta do with that phone, but get that phone, get like a scarf at Target or whatever. Make some type of buy a beanie, not beanie, but a fanny pack, and put that phone in that fanny pack and press record and just start seeing whoever is following you, whoever is tailing you. Try to record it. Like, we need to start recording people. Start recording people. People don't have a right to privacy to harass you. And like I said, I'm getting spy glasses. I'm recording everybody. I do not care. Like, if your right to privacy, I'm recording everybody and everything. As soon as I get my spy glasses, I won't give a F. Give a F. I've been gang stalked too much for too long. And I'm not even a scientist, an engineer, or a doctor. I am some chick off the street. But I've been put into this program for way too long and I lost everything. Everything. Been homeless multiple times. Going back to this person.
I found out that I was being physically. It would follow me to the gas station to go get beer. I would go get beer at the gas station and that Lexus follows me.
Film.
And even my ex called an Uber once. He called an Uber. The Lexus pulled out from the spot across the parking lot from our apartment, drove over to our apartment, and said, "Hey, I'm your Uber here to pick you up."
Reports surrounding the death of
No,
Amy
that's
Eskridge,
scary.
a researcher associated with
You know, those
experimental
meta spy
anti-gravity
glasses
concepts,
existed
have
back then.
drawn
You could
renewed
have filmed
attention
it, and she
following
got money.
claims about
At the
messages
time,
she sent
she could have
prior
filmed
to her
it.
passing. Amy Eskridge was found with a gunshot wound to the head in Huntsville, and her death was officially ruled a suicide. However, reports state that approximately 1 month before her death, she sent a message to a friend expressing fear for her safety and denying any intention to harm herself. In May 2022, she reportedly said in a text, "If you see any report that I killed myself, I most definitely did not. If you see any report that I overdosed, I most definitely did not. If you see any report that I killed anyone else, I most definitely did not." The message has since circulated widely online, contributing to speculation and debate about the.
Now, I'm going to bring this woman up in my next protest, and I'm going to talk about Brandy Vaughan. I'm going to talk about Brandy Vaughan that you just saw earlier in
Circumstances
this video.
surrounding her death. Additional claims reported in media accounts suggest Eskridge told a friend she believed she had been subjected to physical and psychological attacks prior to her death, including references to what she described as an energy weapon. Eskridge told a friend.
And see, we all experience the zapping, the zinging, the stinging sensations. We all experience it. But I'm not an engineer. I'm just some chick with an EBT card. But they put anybody in the program, and you ain't no freaking chosen one destined for greatness with the power of God. Yeah, whatever these people, these fake motherfuckers are talking about. They put anybody and everyone in the program. Anybody and everyone, including children and homeless people. I've been homeless. My child been gang stalked. That's the way it is. Just like the song says. I don't think I can play that song.
She believed she had been subjected to physical and psychological attacks prior to her death, including references to what she described as an energy weapon. In a prior interview before
the dude named Harrison Smith talked about some of these people have been experiencing some type of direct energy weapon, but that does not remind you of the Navy shipyard shooter who also let's see if we can find Dr. John Paul. Navy shipyard shooter. I don't know if we're gonna find it. I'm gonna have to stop the camera. Sorry about that. Stop the camera. So I'm recording. We are recording right now. So here it is. This is some of the stuff that us real gang stalking victims experience. Here it is.
You can't go anywhere without somebody following you, knowing they know what you buy, they know what you purchase.
At this rally last summer, Stratton and others explained how the government monitors their thoughts through ultra-frequency radio waves sent by any energy source directly to the electromagnetic waves in their brains.
And like I said, they can tune it to any human that they want in this country, just like a radio frequency, like an FM station.
They say the waves can also control their minds and their bodies.
They can cause your heart to hurt. They can blast your stomach. They can cause your ankles to give out. They can cause your knees to give out. Whatever they direct it to, wherever they can direct the pain to, your body feels all of it.
Why? They claim.
And so here it is. That is Do You Believe in Mind Control Part 1, Mary Ann Stratton from the year 2000, and nobody was talking about no child one death for rating with the power of God, and back in the year 2000. Okay, so be careful of these fake gang stalking victims. Now this is more like the new Phoenix program. I don't know when this documentary actually came out though, but it's old.
According to Terry, some of the neighbors' houses where they live were not the neighbors' only homes, and may not have been their primary residence. Several neighbors would stand outside their yards and glower at us as we sat.
See, they'll glower. Now, like I said before, this woman with experience, this sounds like a gang stalk. She's a gang stalking victim, basically. That's what this scientist, this dead scientist, is a gang stalking victim. Holy crap. So, like I said, this is Monarchs in the Phoenix Program Part 2.
Sat on the porch. This in and of itself was not terribly unusual, but he was right. Something was in the air. The family reported microwave attacks that featured shocks, stings, stabs, burns, and the wasting effect of generalized fatigue and emotional distress of standard non-lethal microwave attacks. Terry's family members, as if they did not have shocks, stings, stabs are known.
I'm gonna play one more time.
According to Terry, some of the neighbors' houses where they live were not the neighbors' only homes, and may not have been their primary residence. Several neighbors would stand outside their yards and glower at us as we sat on the porch. This in and of itself was not terribly unusual, but he was right. Something was in the air. The family reported microwave attacks that featured shocks, stings, stabs, burns, and the wasting effect of generalized fatigue and emotional distress of standard non-lethal microwave attacks. The entire family was experiencing fatigue and moderate to serious health effects due to frequencies that interrupt sleep, induce fatigue, and cause a general physical wasting. Like most TIs, they sought relief from their torture with shielding.
I just got a phantom touch attack right here. Now, like I'm in the Octavia lab. This is one of the worst places I ever been to as a gang stalking victim in Los Angeles County. This place right here, constant electronic harassment from somewhere. Don't know. But I just got phantom touch attack, and here it is, Popular Mechanics magazine, and they talk about phantom touch attack somewhere on here. And you know, this Popular Mechanics magazine back in 2018 was talking about a child with power, like that carbon-based life form Stephanie Seeger. And the rest of these fakes, gang stalking victims. So just be careful about that. Let's go back to this Amy
For her
chick.
passing, Eskridge reportedly expressed growing concern for her safety, stating that she was becoming increasingly including references to what she described and debate about the circumstances subjected to physical and psychological attacks prior to her death, including references to what she described as an energy weapon. In a prior interview before her passing, Eskridge reportedly expressed growing concern for her safety, stating that she was becoming increasingly afraid and felt the need to disclose soon. Let's dig deeper about her story. Amy Eskridge, 34-year-old at the time of her death, was a United States-based researcher and entrepreneur connected to experimental propulsion and anti-gravity concepts. She co-founded the Institute for Exotic Science, an independent group that aimed to publicly explore and discuss unconventional physics ideas like gravity manipulation.
Okay, so if you want to watch the rest of it, you know where to find it. See, they talked about David Wilcock filing. Finally, they talked about David. So yeah, but like I said before, they have to be like, gotta be 60 of these scientists in the last 100 years, maybe the last 120 years. Gotta be like 60 of them. Because I remember their documentaries from the early days of YouTube where people talking about the same stuff. And I don't know if we can ever find those documentaries, but this goes back a long time. And somebody said there was 2 more dead scientists. 2 more. I think 2 from Chile. I don't know. But, you know, in Iran, they've been killing those scientists in Iran for so long. It's like, I wonder who's been doing it. So anyway. So yeah. Hold on, let me just. Yeah. Because there's too many scientists and now they're trying. Maybe because of this war in Iran, they're breaking up the dead scientists because of this war in the land. Like, yeah, that's what I feel like. Alright, so I will do another video about David Wilcock real quick. Alright, stopping the camera. Peace, everybody. Peace.